chili stall. A bit tatty. And it doesn't look like there's too much going on. Hi there.
What would you like? Normal or extra?
What?
Normal chili or extra hot chili?
I actually didn't want any chili. I only wanted to ask a couple of questions.
Nobody gets paid for just standing around.
All those other folks can wait.
Not exactly backwards and coming forwards, are we? I like it. What do you want?
Is the pub yours?
Where'd you hear that?
Miss Valley reckons it is.
You shouldn't get involved with that nutter. She's a few sandwiches short of a picnic.
When's the pub open?
This evening, after I've shut down the store. Those commercial Einsteins in the town hall make me keep open from 11 in the morning to at least 5 p.m. And in the meantime, I've sold just about sod all. If it was down to me, I'd have chucked all this lot here in the harbour by now. Shoved it up the Lord Mayor's arse.
So, not exactly a lot going on round here then.
You think I don't know that? Crowds of folk from all over the place. Loads of hungry customers, you said. And then it's getting worse by the year.
Isn't Willow Creek also a bit too small for a fair?
Those clever pillocks in the town hall had it all worked out. They reckoned that people from all round these parts would come here. It used to work out okay, too. Everybody wanted to come and have a look at the murder capital. But nowadays, it's just one big loss maker.
The people just aren't gonna be drawn here by a couple of carousels and a few stalls.
And who has to foot the bill for all these fantastic ideas? Me.
Do you know anything about a black ball? It was stolen from the museum a few weeks ago.
I heard about it. It doesn't really interest me, frankly.
Who are you?
What's that got to do with you?
My name's Darren. I'm studying English literature and would like to learn more about the country and its people. That sound familiar to you?
Should it?
A fellow student of mine may well have been around here recently.
No idea.
You'd have noticed her. Tall, pretty...
Haven't seen her, and I'm here pretty much all day, hunkered down here. My name's Tom.
Bobby in the museum told me that you're his brother. He seems like a really nice guy.
If you only have to put up with him for a few hours, maybe he is. But I've got to knock about with this stupid idiot. Day in and day out. He can't get a single thing right. But everybody fusses about him because he's got it so tough.
Aw, jealous?
Jealous of that idiot?
Does he live with you?
I've been lumbered with him since our parents died. He ought to be put into a home with all the other retards. But who's going to pay for all that?
Nice to hear how your family holds itself together. What can you tell me about the museum?
That's another brilliant idea from the town hall. Who, I ask you, wants to see that load of old crap in there?
And Bobby.
That bloody Mrs. Puff from the town hall got him the job. One of those unbearable do-getters, always sticking her nose in and turning Bobby against me.
He seems to take his job very seriously.
Rubbish. I know what's going on. If anyone wanted to break into that museum, then Bobby would be absolutely no deterrent. Thank goodness they didn't give him any kind of weapon.
What can you tell me about Miss Valley?
She's a nutter. She's been in the loony bin. She belongs back in there too, that's what I say.
So, what's wrong with her?
She never got over what happened to her brother.
So? Come on then. What about it?
12 years ago. A series of murders. The murder that caused the biggest sensation all across the country was when little Vic Valley was killed. A little boy who was murdered by Samuel Gordon in a stone circle in the forest. And in a very nasty way, too.
That's really awful. And Miss Valley...
Well, she's the sister. She found him the next day. It really screwed her up. Stopped eating, didn't speak to anyone anymore. When she swallowed a load of rat poison, she was committed.
Oh, jeez. And in spite of all that, she's come back out now and is back living in Willow Creek of all places?
Turned up here again a few years back. The doctors reckoned it would be better for her, but once you've had roof damage, then, well, it's always gonna leak, isn't it? That's what I say.
What can you tell me about Willow Creek?
No idea. I was born here and I'll die here, I suppose.
Doesn't exactly sound like there's much going on here.
So there isn't. 10, 12 years ago, it was good here for a while. We could make good money, well, with all the tourists. We all thought things were on the up, but it never was. Loads of people lost money, they invested, and then bit by bit the visitors stopped coming.
Yeah, take old Murray and his hotel, for example.
It's still kind of half okay there. He's got a finger in most things round here and takes his cut. There's plenty more, though, that really caught a cold. They went bust. 2, 3 of them hanged themselves.
I need to get on. Public festival. Only without a public. There's barely a dozen folks here. And at least 2 stalls, and the swing boats have already shut up shop. It's simply not worth it. I don't reckon I'm gonna make too much progress here at the fair. The show people aren't from around here and won't be able to help me for sure. Chili, hot chili, super hot chili, Guatemalan hellish hot chili. Well, looks like they might be selling chili here. I don't mean to disturb you. I don't mean... That's gotta be Willow Creek's bench. A big barrel. It's supposed to collect rainwater. I don't know what I could ask him at the moment. The pub's still shut. I'll have to come back later. A chili stall. I don't mean to disturb you. I don't really understand why there's a globe here. I bet most of the people here haven't even seen the neighboring village, let alone the rest of the world. I study physics. An old telephone, like the ones they used here in Europe at the beginning of the century. More like towards the end of the century for Willow Creek. This page is full of medals. But there's a bit of text there, too. And therefore, our brotherhood should operate in the spirit of this great man for all time. It shall serve beyond the dominion of the church, free of all the conventions, and over and above all earthly jurisdiction. Commit yourselves only to your one aim, that you may take control of that higher power. Our great strength lies in our secrecy. We stand in the darkness, in the shadows, and look into the light, invisible to all who may impede us. For if no one knows we exist, then we cannot be stopped. Therefore, my brothers, hold to these rules. The members of the order shall not be known to one another. Only the high priest of the order shall be able to call every member by name and rank. At order assemblies, every brother shall be masked so that none may recognize him. No outsider may be informed by the order, neither purposely nor through carelessness. Be wary, my brothers. Behave inconspicuously, but be wary. The day on which you must prove yourselves will come sooner than you think. Not very fruitful. I still don't know what the Order's aim is, but it seems to be one single big aim. It's gotta be on the pages before these. I've gotta get that chronicle somehow. And therefore our brotherhood should operate in the spirit of this great man for all time. It shall serve beyond the dominion of the church. Our great strength lies in our secrecy. For if no one knows we have the at or no, be wary, my brother. Hello, Bobby.
Hi, Darren.
That big book over there in the display case, the Gordon's Chronicle. What can you tell me about that?
Everything about the Gordon family's in it. Lady Victoria gave it to the museum, but it's only allowed to be shown here, not back there where it's spooky.
I can imagine that Lady Victoria doesn't want to see her family chronicle in that crappy, ghoulish black museum. May I have a closer look?
I'm not allowed to take it out of the showcase.
Have you got a key for it?
Yes, Mrs. Puff trusts me. I've got keys for everything. Except the front door. And Mrs. Puff always puts the alarm on because of the insurance, she says.
So the chronicle is never taken out of the display case. Perhaps I can ask Mrs. Puff myself.
No, the book mustn't be taken out. Lady Victoria has forbidden it. She says it's an evil book.
So you've got a key for the display case, but you're not allowed to open it.
Exactly.
Alright, I'm out of here. See you around.
See you soon, Darren.
I don't mean to disturb you. I don't mean to disturb you. I don't know what I could ask. And here you can see the world-famous milk churns of Willow Creek. ancient sewing machine. I bet they sewed the curtains here with it, and then just left the thing standing where it was. A picture of a barn in the fog. I don't think the sun ever shines here in Hicksville. I wouldn't know what to talk about with these two. What makes someone butcher another human being? A child at that. It must have been dreadful. The lock for the cabinet. The lock for the cabinet. I don't know what I could ask him.